almost to my destination. I'll be there any minute. I had, well, any second actually, but I had time at the stoplight to hit the go button. We should be in Matthew chapter 11, starting in verse 1. I don't have my Bible ready, but if you had your Bible ready, you'd be able to join us in that wonderful Bible study we're going to have. Oh, look at that. Here we go, pulling into a parking lot. I've actually always had a pet peeve about people doing live streams and videos while they're driving, which is why I'm absolutely ignoring you guys and not looking at my camera. That's my only thing, is you see them keep looking at the camera, and it's like you can't drive and stare at a phone at the same time. But here we are. So, I just dropped my pencil. It's stuck between the seats. Oh wait, you're over there. I always have my camera on this side, but the camera, but I have to put it on that side when I use my car. There we go. So, Matthew chapter 11. Pretty sure it's after Ezekiel. There we go, Matthew 11. So, let's leave my sunglasses on. There's some glare coming in from my side here. It came to pass when Jesus finished commanding his 12 disciples that he departed from there to teach and to preach in other cities, or in their cities. And when John heard in prison about the works of Christ, he sent 2 of his disciples and said to him, "Are you the coming one, or do we look for another?" So John the Baptist is in Machaerus, a prison on the east side of the Dead Sea, built by Herod the Great. And he is there because of Herod's son and his marrying of his brother Philip's wife, Herodias. A lot of Herods. Herod, the son of Herod, married to Herodias. And so John the Baptist was calling them out about their adulterous relationship. And so John gets thrown into prison. And so he asks Jesus now, "Are you the coming one, or we wait for another?" And he hears about all of his works and the things that he's doing, but I think he was also kind of wondering, yeah, I can do that. He was also kind of wondering, all right, I see the healing, I see the miracles, but what about, overthrowing Rome? What about these other things we were hoping to see from you? And Jesus answered, verse 4, and said to them, "Go and tell John the things which you hear and see. The blind see, the lame walk, lepers are cleansed, the deaf hear, the dead are raised up, and the poor have the good news, the gospel, preached to them. And blessed is he who is not offended because of me." It's like a long section. I don't know where it's a good place to stop. That's probably a good place to stop for at least a moment. And so I would maybe just pause right there. And we'll say this, is that, you see, John had an idea of what he thought Jesus should be doing. But Jesus was doing things his way, not John's way. And quite often we can get stumbled when Jesus isn't doing things our way. He's doing them his way. And Jesus explains, look at all the things I am doing. And maybe that's a place that you could be in your life where you've got some pressing thing. The salvation of your spouse, your kids, illness. And you're kind of frustrated because Jesus isn't doing the thing that you really desire and expect him to do. But look what Jesus does with John. He says, look at all that I am doing. And he starts listing off all these things. And you'll note it kind of builds. The blind see, the lame walk, lepers cleanse, and the deaf hear. The dead are raised. But he climaxes with the poor have the gospel preached to them. And maybe Jesus had that in ascending order of his priorities. There's all the miracles and the healings, but the poor have the gospel preached to them. And so Jesus said, Blessed is he who is not offended because of me. And I think all of us have a propensity. We have the ability, right? That this kind of, we lean to kind of sometimes being offended, frustrated, upset when God doesn't do things the way we expected God to do it. But Jesus says, blessed is he who is not offended because of me. And the way he's doing things, how he has decided to handle your situation. And so it's a trust thing. It's a trust thing where we trust God and believe that he's got a plan and his way is good and okay, even if it's not the way I would have done things. So there you guys go this wonderful morning. You guys take care, and I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. See you then.